to it. So think about that. Coming up next, I'm going to talk to funny lady, comedian Carla Collins about a great event that she's taking part in 2 weeks and another show that she is going to be performing in. So you have two opportunities to catch her. But the event that she's taking part of is for a fantastic cause. And they are looking for some donations as well. So if you work for a company or have certain products or services that might make for a great silent auction prize, that's something that they're definitely looking for this event. It's the Starlight Gala, so that's coming up just after the break. You're listening to The Chen Show here on In-Depth Radio Newstalk 1010.
You're listening to the all-new Chen Show on In-Depth Radio Newstalk 1010.
You know, one of the things I love about living in a city as large and diverse as Toronto is that there's never a shortage of really great events and things to do, especially ones that benefit a great cause. And I know that sometimes we can be inundated with fundraisers and things of that sort, but there are always a few that really stick out, some really great ones. And the Starlight Gala is one of those events. It's benefiting the Starlight Children's Foundation of Canada. It's taking place Saturday, April 5th at the Fairmont Royal York in Toronto. And the host for the evening is comedian Carla Collins, who is on the phone right now. Hi, Carla.
Hey, Faye, how are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm very well.
Great. Now, I know
I hope
that
you can hear me okay, because I'm right near the beach.
Oh, that hurts, because you know how cold it is.
I know.
Here? Yeah, it's not nice. I know it's technically spring, but it does not feel anything like it. Well, you split your time between, I guess, Toronto and LA, right?
Well, mostly Los Angeles, but I still do a lot of shows in Toronto and all across Canada.
Mm-hmm. And you're going to be in town so that weekend of April 5th for the Starlight Gala.
I am. I'm coming in for the big gala, which is, as you said, April 5th at the Fairmont Royal York for Starlight. And it's just an amazing organization. I'm sure you're well aware. They do so much to improve the lives of children and family, you know, that are dealing with a health crisis. And they stick with them after the hospital program's over. So this bad boy is being sponsored by Toys R Us and Babies R Us, and I wanted to mention that because they've been their sponsor for 16 years and have provided like millions of dollars throughout these years. And it's going to be very groovy, baby, literally.
Yeah,
because it's the
theme that night.
Theme this year.
Right, so it's London Calling, so it's got a little British theme to it. Do you know what we can expect that night then?
Well, you're going to have, of course, the usual suspects, a silent live auction with some fabulous, glamorous things to bid on. And then the Brit theme night is like they have duplicates of Buckingham Palace. There's the giant gates and a Harrods mock-up and Kensington Market. And they have an Austin Powers impersonator. And what I'm really jazzed about, Spice Girls tribute band, yo.
I'm really amazed.
Spice, so,
I think that's going to be a lot of fun, just because it's a bit of
exactly
a throwback.
So, yeah, and they also have a lady walking around who's being the queen.
Really? And it's not you?
Yeah. It's not. I'm more the royal drag queen. So, and I will be hosting, and apparently it's sold out. They're expecting 700 people. Mm-hmm. But if there's any way to sneak in or anything else that you can do, people can go to starlightmatters.com. And I don't know, maybe they'll have it'll be like some type of, hidden couple tickets left or something. So
yeah, and I know that one of the big things, I did go last year and it was a really great event. You know what was really impressive was the live auction portion of it, because people were so generous with their money and their donations. It was really astounding just to see that people didn't think twice about raising their paddle and trying to outbid someone else for some of the great prizes that were there. So it was nice to kind of see that energy.
Toronto really renews and restores your faith in mankind, because I've noticed this at several big galas that I don't know if people just get, they wrapped up in the excitement, which is great, because they do have a professional auctioneer. Because if it's me, I just guilt people into it. Come on, rich dudes, let's go. But so it is amazing to witness that, and they raise so much money, and I know it's just one of the most fabulous galas that, and like you say, Toronto has so much to offer, but this one is pretty special.
And I believe they're still accepting some donations for the auction items. So there's a silent auction, there's a live auction. So people can go onto the website, starlightmatters.com. And I was amazed. I was really quite shocked at the quality and the quantity of auction items. Even though like just the silent auction where you can walk around and maybe put your name down on a piece of paper and bid on something like a little weekend getaway or dinner for two somewhere. It really does have something for people of like with all price points.
And you know that silent auctions, the key to those, they're like NBA games, right? You really have to pay attention to the last 5 minutes.
Yeah,
That's
only the last 5
get
minutes.
The best stuff.
Yes, you're absolutely
And
right.
it's true, there's all kinds. I mean, this is not a Canadian game show. These are really amazing and extraordinary items. And the best part about live and silent auctions, it's typically stuff you can't go into a mall and purchase.
No, and
they're experiences, they're life moments.
yeah, and a lot of them you can actually get at a bit of a deal too. I mean, I guess that's the great thing about a silent auction is when you see the value of what it is, and you know that you can get it for, I don't know, maybe 25% less, or even half of what it's worth. Seems like a good deal. So
exactly.
The Starlight Foundation, as you mentioned, helps the lives and the health of kids and families around the world. So, offer helping the littlest ones.
Yeah, the little peanuts, which, I mean, breaks your heart. But it's incredible. They do these things called day brighteners. And basically, when kids are in the hospital, like it depends on the age, obviously, but they bring in activities or DVDs or Xboxes. And they also, once the children are all better, they'll organize concerts and baseball games, and it's really extraordinary. I mean, it doesn't get better than, if you're helping kids or puppies, come on.
Yes.
That's good karma.
Yeah, it'll all come back to you. Now, you're staying in town that weekend because you've got a show the next night. Is that correct? So people have another opportunity to see you.
Yes, I will be playing at the Flying Beaver Pub-A-Ray, which is in Cabbagetown in Toronto, 488 Parliament Street, and that's on Sunday, April 6th at 7 o'clock. So a nice 7 o'clock show because, it's a bit of a school night. And just a great place, great vibe, amazing food. And you're treated to my delightful comedy, which you have to go, girl. I mean, you're going to have to come. We have so many buds in common. You're going to have to represent.
I'm going to have to figure out a way to be there and be here at the same time. I'll have to
Oh, that's right. How's your robot
my...
army of clones working out?
Right.
Has that happened yet?
Can you give us a taste of what your show's about, or what what you'd be talking about?
You know what? My shows are always different because I actually do have some peeps that come to every single show. I'm trying to call them Carlaholics, but that hasn't caught on.
Well, we can try hashtag, right? Hashtag Carlaholics.
Hashtag Carlaholic. And basically, the Flying Beaver in Toronto, this is my hometown. That's like a home base for me. So I usually talk about all my other adventures on the road. Like lately I've been talking about how I had to perform in front of 200 kids at a dojo, which a lot of had lice and booger jokes, obviously. And
your audience.
I do. I mean, really, I was just flailing around and what does the fox say and basically dancing and doing dog fart jokes. I killed it, Faye. 20 minutes of solid PG material. But I also talk about everything in the news right now. So if you've got anything from the Malaysian aircraft that is missing, and my joke is that get a woman on it. Like men can't find their socks or keys. Women can find your first girlfriend's social insurance number. That's
I love
my
it.
philosophy.
You are absolutely
right.
And,
Rob Ford. So I love the pop culture, and then it's everything from dogs, my mom, relationships. Obviously, that's always a little bit of part of all of our lives, to the plight of the white woman, which is me. I have ethnicity envy. Mm-hmm. And lots of interaction with the audience. It really, there's really something for everyone.
I don't know if there's anything. I don't think you've left anything out. So
I don't
all in
usually.
there.
And the show is like, I joke that the show lasts longer than my first marriage. So, I'll go a solid 2 hours. It's like a telethon.
Fantastic. You got a record there. Thank you so much, Carla, for your time. I look forward to seeing you when you're in town that weekend.
Okay, great talking to you, Pay.
You too. Have a great night. That's comedian Carla Collins. She's in town for the Starlight Gala. That's April 5th. And if you want to see her show, you can do that the next evening, which is April 6th. It's a Sunday at the Flying Beaver Pub-A-Ray. Coming up next,